Once upon a time, there was a woman named Sarah who refused to forgive her friend, Rebecca, for betraying her trust. Overwhelmed by anger and resentment, Sarah refused to forgive Rebecca. She held on to her bitterness tightly, convinced that holding on to the hurt would somehow punish Rebecca for her betrayal. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and Sarah's heart grew heavier with each passing day. The weight of unforgiveness began to take a toll on her physical and emotional well-being. Sarah's bitterness consumed her thoughts, making it difficult for her to find joy in life. She isolated herself from friends and family, unable to trust others due to the pain she had experienced. Sleepless nights were filled with replaying the hurtful events over and over again, fueling her anger and keeping her locked in a cycle of despair. As time went on, Sarah's refusal to forgive began to affect her health. She suffered from chronic stress and anxiety, which manifested in various physical symptoms. The joy and vibrancy she once possessed were replaced with sadness and a sense of emptiness. One day, while reflecting on her life, Sarah came across a passage in the Bible that spoke about forgiveness. It reminded her of the parable of the unforgiving servant who had been forgiven a great debt but refused to show the same mercy to others. The parable convicted Sarah, and she realized that her unwillingness to forgive was not only causing her suffering but also keeping her from experiencing true freedom. She wrote a letter to Rebecca, expressing her pain and forgiveness. Surprisingly, Rebecca apologized and desired reconciliation. As Sarah embraced forgiveness, she found healing, restoration, and the strength to rebuild broken relationships. Sarah's story serves as a reminder of the devastating consequences of holding on to unforgiveness. It teaches us that choosing to forgive, though difficult, brings liberation, healing, and the possibility of rebuilding broken relationships. By releasing the chains of bitterness, we can find peace and embrace a life filled with love, joy, and freedom.